Hello friends, welcome to my channel PC Geo Kimberlite. Today we are going to see an important video from Structural Geology SYBSC syllabus, Faults Part 3, and in that the classification of faults, especially geometrical classification. We'll start the video. The classification of faults is based on the two broadly divided into two categories. One is the geometrical classification and second one is the genetical classification, or on the basis of the genesis we have a classification. Geometrical classification is the easier one with the help of the measurements, strike and deep of the beds. Similarly, the attitudes of the strike, faults attitudes, we can compare and we can find out the different types of faults. So geometrical is a simpler one as compared to the genetical classification, because in the genesis what is happening, we have to go to the root cause, how these faults has been taken place, what are the forces which are acting on that particular rock, and which type of fault we have been formed. So that will be a little bit of complex structure is process is there in defining classification, genetical classification, but this will be there. So we also going to see in the next video the genetical classification. So today we are going to see geometrical classification, or simply it is called as a descriptive classification of fault. This will be based on the geometrical parameters, and that is the on the 5 parameters we have been classified them. The first one, a rake of the net slip, whatever the displacement which has taken place along the fault. On that total displacement, we have the first one, a rake of the net slip. The second one, attitude of the fault related to the attitude of the adjacent rocks. So attitudes, that is the strike and deep of the beds. Similarly, the strike and deep of a fault. We'll compare them, and with the correlation with this, we are going to have the second type. And the third one, more than one fault will be there in that area. So patterns are going to form on the basis of the what pattern we are there. So that will be a classification based on its pattern. Next one, angle which the fault has been deep, whether it is low angle or high angle, that is based on the deep we have been done classification. And the last one is apparent movement along the fault, the moment which has taken place along the fault. So that moment, how it has been taken place, whether it is with the gravity has taken place or against the gravity has taken place. So on the basis of that, we also have a classification. So let's start the first one, the classification based on a rake of net slip. So total displacement of a fault along the fault plane. So here we have fault is there and been shown, and this is what we have, the strike of a fault, and this is the deep of a fault. So here the total displacement is a AB, and that AB displacement has taken place parallel to the strike of the fault. So this will be called as a strike slip fault. It is called as a strike slip fault because it is parallel to the strike of the fault. So in this case, default is a 0. We don't have the default. So next one, yes. The next one we have a classification based on net slip, that is the dextral strike slip fault. Now in this animation you can see now the block has been shifting towards your right hand side. Yes, observer which is there, when you're going to see now in that it is shifting towards the right hand side. I don't find out a block which is coming on the front, right hand block which is coming out, but here in this diagram I have been shown that the right hand block has come forward. So that is the right or lateral or dextral strike slip fault. It is the displacement, total displacement which has taken place parallel to the strike of the fault. So that is the dextral slip fault. Yes, again you can see that with the animation, the left hand block, the whatever the displacement, strike displacement is there, it is done parallel to the strike. So here I got a animation, so I can show here in this. Here you can see the left block is coming forward. So whatever the displacement has taken place, it is parallel to the strike, and that is the left block as coming forward. So it is called as the sinistral strike slip fault, or left or lateral strike slip fault. Next one is based on that particular deep sleep. So the displacement has taken place parallel to the deep of a fault. So here we have a strike of fault, and this is the deep. Yes, strike and perpendicular to this deep is there. So AB, this point A and this point of B, which is there on the next block, which are united, but now they have been displaced. So displacement has taken place parallel to the deep of the fault. So this AB is the net slip, and this slip is parallel to the deep. So it is called as a deep slip fault. Now I can see here the two animation has shown this block. Now tension has been given, pulling is there, and due to this tension, the hanging wall goes down. Similarly here, hanging wall goes up when we have the compression force. Yes, you can see now, hanging wall goes down, hanging wall goes up. Again, the same animation is there. So I tried level best to show you with the animation because I don't have the models now. So due to the COVID-19, we don't have the models. Department is locked now. All the lectures we have been doing on virtual. So whenever I get a free time and colleges will be open at that time, again it will be reshoot with the chalks, and we are going to draw the diagram. So how the 3D diagrams have been drawn, so we can get the practice. But now with this virtual lectures, you have to try your own, and you have to find out the ways how you're going to draw the diagram. The scale, proper scale has to do, and the minimum time you have to use for drawing this one, and whatever the specific things you have to show here, that has to be shown. Now on the next one in this category, this is the diagonal or oblique fault, neither parallel to strike, neither parallel to deep. The displacement is neither parallel to strike, neither parallel to deep. Then AB will be called as a diagonal or oblique slip fault. Again, animation is there, you can see now. So here in this, I have shown you that the displacement is neither parallel to strike or neither parallel to deep. That is the diagonal one. So lower side also I have shown. These are the moments which have been taken place. Next one, the second one, the classification based on the attitude of the faults and the attitude of the adjacent beds, which are there. We are going to look out on that. So that is in that again the same one, strike fault. There we are written strike slip fault, displacement. But now here we are taking only the strike of a fault and strike of a bed. Now here we are shown you in this particular diagram. This is the sedimentary bed. If sedimentary bed is not there, then it should be a metamorphic one. So sisterosity should be there. Or if it is a igneous rock is there, in that igneous, whatever the flow is there, with that we can find out this particular strike fault. So here the strike of a fault and the deep of a fault is parallel together. Then this is called as strike fault. Similarly, the deep of a fault and the deep of the bed is remained parallel together. So in this, the strike is parallel together. So this will be called as strike fault. The next one in this category, we have the bedding. Now I can see the orientation. The bed's completely oriented now different direction. So what is happening? The strike. Now whatever the bed is there. Now this is the deep of a fault. And then that deep, the what it attitudes now I can see now. This is the deep, and this is the strike of a fault, strike of a bed, and the bed oriented parallel to the deep. So in this case it is gone. Then it is the called as the bedding fault. So strike fault is parallel to the bedding fault. Next one, deep fault. Now in this case, so what is happening? The whatever the deep direction parallel to the deep, the bed is deeping towards that direction. You can see now in this particular case, the bed has deep parallel to this. Whatever the deep of fault and the bed is there, the deep of the bed is parallel together. So it is the deep of a fault or deep fault. Neither parallel to strike, neither parallel to deep, then it is the oblique or diagonal fault. Yes, the next second category is there. So in this category, based upon the attitudes of the fault related, in addition, parallel to the length of this one, yes, this is what we have the axial. AP axial plane is there, and now here we are showing you a fold A, B, C, and D. This is the parallel longitudinal fault, parallel to the length of that particular structure is there. So that will be called as the parallel longitudinal fault. Now here the second one, all faults in this particular area, there are a number of faults are there, all faults are parallel together, and in this hanging wall goes down. In each one you can make out, this is footwall, hanging wall goes down. Here, this is the footwall, hanging wall goes down. This is the fault, this is the footwall, hanging wall goes down. And do this pattern which is formed is a parallel. All faults are parallel together. So this is a parallel fault. Come to the next one. We have a fault pattern which is there. In that, what is happening? Faults are parallel, but now their attitudes, whatever the size is there, some are smaller one, some are the bigger one. So there will be there, and due to this, it is called as unechelon. The mixture will be there, and there will be called as unechelon fault. Next one in this category, you can see what we have is the peripheral fault. Yes, in the plane you can find out circle, they are going to form in a circle, there will be the ring type of things we are going to get out. So it is the circular or peripheral faults. Come to the next one. You can see on the bird eye view from the top, there will be a radial one from the center. The faults are radiating in the different direction. This is what we have taken in the plane one. Here we have shown you in the vertical, you can't make out the judgment now. But in the surface, how it has been there, you can make out. Here we have a magma is erupting, but it is not come down. And due to that, what is upper sedimentary rock has been bent because of the push which is there, force which is applied. And due to that force, upper part sedimentary rock has been fractured, and along that fracture displacement has taken place, faulting has taken place. And from the top air view photograph we are taken, and in that air view now you can see whatever you are going to see these faults, how they are aligned from the center, they are radiating in the 360 direction. So this is the radial fault. Is next one, the classification based on the fault pattern, that is a block pattern. So here we have our two faults. In this two fault, what is happening? The middle portion is gone up, and that middle portion is what? Say this is F1, hanging wall goes down, footwall gone up. This is the F2, hanging wall goes down, footwall. So in this case, footwall has gone up, and due to that, a mountain like a bridge like a form, a ridge will be formed, and on the other side we have the slope is there. So this type of faults are called as ridge faults or the Horst fault, or it is called as ridge fault or horse. The next one in this case, now hanging wall goes down. In this case, hanging wall goes down. In the center, block has gone down and the peripheral on the top. So here basin is going to form. A ridge will be there. A V-shaped valley is going to form. So this will be called as a graben, or it is called as a rift valley. Next one, the classification based upon the apparent moment, whatever the moments which are taken place along the fault between the footwall and hanging wall. So in this case, what is happening? The hanging wall, this is the hanging wall goes down with respect to footwall. So what is happening? With the gravitational force, the hanging wall has pulled down. So this type of fault is called as a normal type of fault or normal fault, or it is simply called as a gravity fault. And these are formed due to the tensional forces. The next one, reverse condition. Hanging wall is gone against the gravitational force. It is gone against the gravitational force, then it is called as a reverse fault, or it is simply called as the thrust fault. It is the thrust fault against the gravity. Next one, based upon the deep value. Whatever the value is there, low angle, high angle. When the 40, more than 45 degrees is there, it is a high angle, and less than 45 degrees there, it is a low angle. So low angle thrust fault, low angle, high angle thrust fault, that will be there. So these are the basis what we have seen in the geometry. That is the first one, rake of net slip. So here net slip is there, strike slip, strike net slip, deep net slip. So oblique net slip. These terms we have to use. Then in that dextral, sinistral we have done. Then attitudes of the fault we have seen strike, deep fault. Then we have seen the bedding fault, diagonal fault. Then pattern we have seen the parallel fault. We have seen the radial fault, peripheral faults. Then angle at the which low angle, high angle fault, and along the moment normal fault and reverse fault. So this is the way you have to make the practice, and this is a very important one topic is there. and this will be earlier one, it will be asked for a long question for 10 marks. I think for this in the credit system it will not going to ask for 10 marks. I don't know what will be the pattern is there, because I am a last 1 year will be out of the paper setting now, so I don't know exactly, but still it is an important one. You have to prepare a geometrical classification for SYBSC. This is for the first semester. Yes, hope I you like this one and you gain a knowledge. If you like this video, press the press the button, share my video in your group, subscribe my channel, and write down the comments. Whatever your doubts are there, whatever you want to know from me, please write in the comments so that I can give you the answers. And on the basis of that, I can prepare the next videos. Thanks. Have a nice day.